xylophone, and it's pretty easy, pretty simple, but I'm a percussionist, so I thought it related to me. The first engineering problem was that it moves like that. I think that's because I used screws. I couldn't really figure out how to get it to be completely stable, but when it's set down like this, it doesn't move at all. It looks, you can change it, but you can set it back. I used oak wood because it resonates well. Rosewood resonates the best, but that's kind of hard to find. And it was really easy to cut the wood. I used screws at the nodes to connect it to the bass, and then I put, you can't see it, but there are felt pads underneath there so it resonates better, and then also felt pads on the bottom. And this bar right here, it doesn't sound as good as the other ones because it's the shortest bar, and I had to actually change it out 3 or 4 times to find one that resonates well. And also, at first, I found all the wood from one big long piece of oak, except for the last piece, and that didn't sound good at all. It was completely off. Like all the wood was pretty much flat by about a note or so, but this one was off by 3 or 4 notes. So that's another reason why I had to change this. So you want to make sure, if you ever build one, that you get it all from one piece of oak. And I'd say the hardest part was tuning it, because you have to cut it down, little by little until you find the perfect length that it fits. This is a G major scale, and I used a handsaw and I just cut it down little by little until I was just a bit flat, and then I used a rasp and I just shaved off the wood on the edges until it fit. Luckily they were all flat, because if they were sharp I'd have to drill a hole in the middle to deepen the sound. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I was gonna play Happy Birthday. There aren't a lot of songs that work for an 8-bar, just 1 octave xylophone. But then I realized that I have to use a couple notes out here for Happy Birthday to have a longer xylophone. So I'm just gonna play Mary Had a Little Lamb, but I'm gonna play it twice on 2 different sets of the octave.